Gun violence surged in many U.S. communities in 2022, including a near-record number of mass casualty shooting incidents. In May, an 18-year-old gunman wielding a semi-automatic rifle killed 19 children and 2 adults at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. It was the deadliest U.S. school shooting in nearly a decade. A week later, President Joe Biden addressed the nation.
For God's sake, how much more carnage are we willing to accept? How many more innocent American lives must be taken before we say enough, enough?
Days earlier, a 19-year-old opened fire with a semi-automatic rifle at a supermarket in Buffalo, New York, killing 10 people. The suspect said he was targeting black people. On July 4th in Highland Park, Illinois, a gunman fired 83 rounds in less than a minute from atop a building, killing 7 people and wounding dozens of others who had gathered for an Independence Day parade. In November, a shooter killed 5 people and wounded 17 others at a gay nightclub in Colorado. The 22-year-old suspect has been charged with murder, bias-motivated crimes, and assault. Criminologist Professor Jack McDivitt sees a troubling pattern.
We're starting to see guns being used in hate crimes more. That wasn't the case for a long time. We're starting to see more often that people use firearms to go after victims who they perceive to be different.
Mass shootings are broadly defined as an incident in which 4 or more people are shot or killed, not including the shooter. They occurred in practically every U.S. state, totaling more than 600 nationwide in 2022. Some see a connection between a rise in hateful rhetoric and bias-driven violence.
Political rhetoric that we have seen over the past few years has certainly contributed to that. And I think that, along with sort of some of the increases that we've seen among the rise in hate groups.
While mass shootings grab national headlines, they account for a small percentage of more than 40,000 U.S. gun deaths recorded in 2022. Half were by suicide.
Well, the motion is adopted.
In June, Congress approved the first national gun legislation in decades. The law seeks to deny firearms to those deemed to be a threat to public safety and enhances background checks for gun purchases. While gun control advocates want to go further and ban semi-automatic weapons, the U.S. Supreme Court in June overturned a New York state law that restricted carrying concealed handguns in public. Gun rights defenders rejoiced.
What I have noticed is places that have simpler, legal gun laws are safer. Because, for instance, the recent shootings that we had, I feel if a place is unprotected by firearms, it's a soft target.
Amid the debate, the United States remains plagued by the highest rate of gun deaths among advanced industrialized nations. Chris Simkins, VOA News, Washington.